I'll find them and I'll bring them home to you.
Your guidebook is out of date.
I didn't come here to sightsee. I'm on my way to Gallipoli.
There's nothing there but ghosts.
Did you have relatives that told you war stories? And did you
Not
have...
about the First World War. There's a sort of funny thing in my family. There's a big gap there, and I don't really know that generation. And my assumption is because most of them didn't come back, you know. So, you know, just beyond, you know, Crowe and Weems in my family are other names, Jackson, Cunningham and stuff, and the lists of Cunninghams who went to war from New Zealand and Jackson, they're gigantic, you know. But there's a big hole prior to that, so I can't really tell you any direct connection, but my assumption is that there was, you know, just like every other family, you know, there were people that left and people that came back and people that didn't.
If this is your son, he was taken prisoner. He did not die here.
I know stories of the Second World War. I know that one of my dad's father's brothers, Charles Crowe, died at the age of 21. He was a rear gunner, and he's buried in Denmark. You know, I know my mother's father, Stan Weems, he won an MBE for war photography. He shot a film in every single theatre of the war that Australian and New Zealand troops were in. And then he spent a year or so after the war travelling the world with Montgomery, shooting, you know, Montgomery's victory tour of the planet, you know.
When two families come together to arrange a marriage, the young girl serves them coffee. If it is sweet, she approves of the match. If it is bitter, go away.
Well, I remember my grandmother spoke to me about war all the time, and she had an extraordinary life. I mean, I think I should make a movie one day about that. I mean, but every person, I think, that lived through, well, let's say the Second World War, you know, you can write a book about them because they all had just these crazy lives and everything they survived and everything they've gone through. So yeah, the subject of war is, I grew up with that.
I promised their mother I would find them and bring them home.
I measure a man by how much he loves his children, not by what the world has done to them.